Working on a show, and I don't remember what it was, but it was during lunch, and I had gone to McDonald's because that was the closest thing to me. And I was like, I haven't had a fish sandwich thing from them in like ages, and I don't know why. I was like, well, I'm going to get one, so I got one. That's not even an important part of the story, but I got the meal and fries or whatever. And I had this interview that I had to do, and I was pretty hungry, so I had like put this it down, and then I had like a band interview, so Maurice like called us all or whatever, and then we did this interview, and my stomach's like, oh man, I gotta eat right now. And so I finished the interview, and I hang up, and I just start scarfing down like the fries because I'm like really hungry, and I started eating. I'm like in mid-bite on one of my French fries, and this homeless guy walks up to me, he's like, hey, if you're not gonna eat those fries, I'll take them. And I'm like, no, I was gonna eat them. He's like he didn't even hear me be like, no, I'm gonna eat them. He's like, and he like sits down and just like stares at me from like across the room, And I was like, oh, this is weird. And so I kind of turned like, and just like eating my food. And I ate everything, and I just kind of like forgot about him. And I finished up my food, and as I was picking up my tray, as it was like empty, I go like this, right? And as I'm going like this, he's like, like he rises up at the same time, so our eyes met. And I was like, no, man, I was serious. I was going to eat my fries. And I could see the disappointment in his face, like, oh, I was like, all right, dude, you know what? I'll buy you some fries. And he's like, oh, okay. And then we start walking over, and then he's like, actually, can you just get me a drink, a soda or something? I was like, sure, whatever, I'll get you a soda instead. So I go up to the register, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get him a super size, like a large. I was like, can you give me the largest soda? I felt like, yeah, I might as well, right? He could use it. So it cost me a couple bucks. So I asked for the super size and hands it to the lady. Or the lady hands it to him, right? And then he's like, takes it, and he looks at it. He's like, is this super size? Come on, you got a bigger size than this. And I was like, what? I was like, you're not even paying for it. And I threw my money down. I was like, get out of here. Anyhow, that's the end of that story. Yeah. I do. I don't think I've had like one time where I was like, here's some money, and they like stayed there and didn't do anything weird. Here's another one. I was shooting this film in this alleyway in L.A., and it's a long alleyway, and we're shooting this fight scene, and I'm doing some like ninja fight stuff or whatever, it's called Hellbinders with Ray Park, and I'm in there doing this thing, and at the very end of this alleyway, this homeless guy just starts walking up, and they're like, cut, and we have to wait because it's like far, and it's like they're shooting that direction. And so they wait for him to walk all the way up, and he's like, you guys got any money or any food or anything like that? And we had actually had lunch recently, and it was like a Mexican Asian fusion, so like there were a ton of like tortillas and rice left over, and so they like had this thing, and they just threw a ton of like rice and tortillas in it, and I was like, dude, that's gonna feed that guy for a long time. And they gave it to him, and he's like, thank you, and he starts, and it's in this like to-go thing, and he starts walking. Halfway down, he stops, and he's like looking at it, and he turns around and walks back, and he takes it, he throws it on the ground. I wouldn't feed that to a dog.
Oh my god.
We were like, what? What? No, what? No, that's food, man. What, are you kidding me? And anyway, there's not much to that story, but that was just an example of like I don't have good experiences. And so anyways, I like wanted to like take my sword out and stab him, but people like gave him some money and he walked away. I know, right? I was like, don't give him money.
Sure.
But they gave him money, yeah. To go get something because they needed the shot. Anyways, yeah, so question, yes.